Hi, this is Jenn Carr from Your Credit Mechanic. I wanted to talk today and answer a question that I get asked by my clients a lot. Is it smarter to pay off the full balance of a credit card, or does it make sense to carry a small balance and pay that down? Well, let's think about this. A credit card charges you interest per day, per month, on whatever money you are borrowing. So if you pay it down to zero within the month that you borrow it, you're not paying any interest. Is there any advantage to you keeping a balance? No, there's not. In fact, that will move into a different subject of credit utilization. So when we're talking about should I pay my credit card off to zero, or should I pay it in half, pay it in thirds, the idea behind the best credit card practice is to pay it to zero. When and if you can't do that, maybe there have been other constraints on your money that month, the best thing to do is pay it down as far as you possibly can. Now let's get into something that's a little bit different, credit card utilization. Let's say you have a $1,000 credit card limit. So that means $0 to $1,000 is what you are allowed to borrow, and you are expected to make a minimum payment monthly or all kinds of payments in between, or pay it to zero. So credit card utilization should be below 40%. If you take a credit card, a $1,000 credit card, and you use more than $400, and it has to carry over from one month to the next, you will be charged credit points in increments of 10 as it moves up. So if you are $400 to $500, and it's going to take you until next month to pay below that, you are actually going to be dinged on your credit score 10 points. Now, on the opposite side, if you had to buy airline tickets because an aunt passed away in California, so now you're going to have to use $900 of that $1,000 credit card, and it's going to take you 3 to 4 months to pay that down. While you are at $900 of $1,000, that's 90% credit utilization, you can be dinged almost 60 points per month that you stay in that 90% range. Now again, remember, this is a credit card that you are excellent on. You've paid it on time, you've paid more than the minimum, sometimes you've even paid this credit card off. But the point is, at this point in time, you have it at 90% utilization, and you are actually going to get hit for credit points. So that's what's important to look at. If you have not been late, if you have not had any major guffaws on your credit history, but you're wondering why your score is so low, it might have to do with this. Credit card utilization is something that really plagues most Americans who use credit. It's known and said across the industry that there's about 8 pieces of credit for every American out there. So you start to think about it. That is an auto loan, that might be a mortgage, and several credit cards. So credit card utilization becomes a very important factor in understanding, protecting, or repairing your credit score. Well, this has been Jenn Carr from Your Credit Mechanic, another tip from the Credit Garage.